My friends, I want to speak about something incredibly serious and important today, which is how you get that Yetzer Hara off of you. You know, sometimes we're in a horrible test. You're trying as much as you can, and you feel like, Hashem, what do you want from me? How am I supposed to get away from this Yetzer Hara? It's like, it's so hard. It could be a test dealing with a person, a relationship. It could be a particular area you're trying to struggle against. It's just so hard. Hashem, please, what do you want from? What am I supposed to do? How do I free myself from this? So the Gemara says, it gives us a piece of advice. It says, if you meet this Yetzer Hara, which is called disgusting, mashkei lebeis hamedrash, bring him to the beis hamedrash. Now wait a second. I'm not talking about learning right now. Listen to this. The Torah says, if you bring the Yetzer Hara to the beis medrash, and you learn, it says, im parzel, if it's like iron, nispotzeitz, it's gonna explode. Now, sometimes you feel when you're in a situation that I can't move. I feel tied up. I feel like I'm in handcuffs. I can't get away from that Yetzer Hara. How do you deal with it? And Rabbi said, this is incredibly important because we have to know this. If we don't have this, how are we supposed to deal with the Yetzer Hara? It's almost impossible. So the Gemara says, if you bring him to the beis medrash, which means if you learn Torah, and that Yetzer Hara is like iron, which means you can't move, it's too strong, I can't break out, nitpotzeitz, it's going to explode. Now listen to this. What that means is when we learn Torah, we have a completely new perspective. The current situation that I'm in, the current perspective that I have is too small to get me out. If I know that all I have to do is hold on for 5 seconds or 10 seconds and the Yetzer Hara is going to leave, I can do that. But if I think the Yetzer Hara is going to be the way it is right now for the next 10 years or 50 years or until I die, I might as well just give up. And that's exactly what the Yetzer Hara wants us to do. It wants us to give up. It says, when it's got us tied in chains like this, it also whispers in our ear and it tells us, give up, I'm too strong for you, you'll never be able to win. At that moment, mashkei lebeis hamedrash, give him Torah. Torah is a lashon of Hara. Hara means birth. It means a new reality. Somebody wasn't here and now they're here. A new neshama, a new perspective. If you add that new perspective to that terrible nisayon, that very difficult situation, Hashem says to you, I'm going to give you a new perspective, and the Gemara promises us that iron, Yetzer Hara, is nitpotzeitz, it's going to explode. An explosion happens in a second. There's no warning to that explosion. You see the whole thing the way it is, and then boom, it happens so fast, you need slow photography, you have to slow down the video to see the explosion, because it's just that fast. Now, Rabbi say, when you're in the throes of the Yetzer Hara, chas v'shalom, if it happens, chas v'shalom, but you can't, you feel like, I can't, Hashem, say, all I have to do is get a new perspective. Don't listen to the lie of the Yetzer Hara that tells you, I'm too strong for you. There's no such thing. Hashem says, I'm giving you the tools. Mashkei lebeis hamedrash, Torah, Hara, a new reality. Do what you can to raise yourself to a new level. Every problem we have in life, in a certain sense, is 100% unsolvable. We can't solve our problems. We can only outgrow them. And Hashem is saying, I know you can do this. When you have that horrible test, that Yetzer Hara is all over you, and you feel like, I can't. That's the moment of growth. That's the moment that Hashem is saying, I know you can do this. I wouldn't have put you in this situation unless you can pass. That's when you need to have Hara. Give birth to yourself, a new level, a new perspective. Say to yourself, Hashem, I'm going to do this. Hashem helps me. I know Hashem doesn't test me something that's too difficult. I'm going to rise. And if you rise at a higher level, in 1 second, that Yetzer Hara that was so strong will be nitpotzeitz. And then you win.
Thank you for listening to the Guard Your Eyes Daily Chizuk broadcast. Pass them on to your friends and help spread Kedusha in the world.